Hello, everybody. It's me, Tuffle. Wow, it's been quite a while, huh? Well, I just want to let you know I've been moving to my new apartment, been getting settled. Life is good, but I needed to get back on track with the videos. Kind of left you guys hanging, and I'm sorry. But for the Tuffles on Twitch, they never stopped getting content. The minute I settled into my apartment, I started streaming again. So do yourself a favor. Follow Tuffle Hub and don't forget to leave a sub. Now, a lot of friends of mine have been telling me they've been waiting for this video, and honestly, I've been excited making it. So, today, welcome to how Marvel Rivals isn't the problem. It's you, young man. It's just you. And this may be a little morbid, but think of this as the Marvel Rivals version of the 5 stages of grief. And today we're gonna go through all the stages 1 through 5, dude. Stage 1, denial. Oh, Marvel Rivals is such a trash game. I'm gonna quit. Oh, I hate this game. This game sucks. Yet you'll sit there and boot it right back up later that day. There's whole memes built up about this. You guys are very delusional. Marvel Rivals is not trash, bro. If anything, it's one of the best hero shooters in recent time. Trust me, we'll get into that with the other steps. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For me, it's kind of a stress reliever. The hits feel personal, the intensity, the impacts and stuff. I just don't understand. How is it a bad game if we're just all gonna boot into it again? Like, bro, just admit it was a bad game, a bad round in a ranked game that we played, but the game itself is not bad. Fundamentally, the game is fucking, it's pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's probably one of the best free-to-play games right now, which is why it's currently still, I think, in the top 10 Steam list. If you go on like what's new or I think the best, it's literally been on that list forever. You go on PlayStation, it's been there too. I think Xbox, like console is literally carrying this game's numbers. PC still has great numbers. I stand firmly by this. Marvel Rivals is a great game. Doesn't matter what state it's in. Can it get to a point where it's bad? Yeah, it can. It can get to a point where it's just horrible. But we're not there right now, bro. Because the numbers just aren't if it's bad, the numbers aren't adding up. You can't call this a dead game. That's stage 1. That's denial. Let's just get that out of the way. Because the second stage, right, is what's going to be the creme de la creme. And you know what's crazy? It's stage 2. 3, 4, and 5, you think that it gets more important as it goes on. But no, this is stage 2, dude. Weak mindsets. This is getting to a point where I'm starting to notice winnable games are being lost to stupidity. Like, we have egos that are so high. This is ridiculous. So, like, we'll have a few bad plays. I'm telling you, like, okay, hypothetically, there's a game of domination. We would win the first round, we would lose the second round, and because we lost the second round, someone would throw the third round. Like, I just gotta remind you guys, we're not gonna win every game. It doesn't matter how good you are. There will be mistakes made, but this is for the weak mentality players who lose a few team battles and literally go, GG's, go next, or just straight up press the surrender button. You guys need mental help. This is ridiculous. Your mindset is literally what destroys the game. I wouldn't want to play with a person like you after that. And I don't half the time. Because, bro, we only lost a couple of team fights. Like, why are you behaving like this? It's literally you. And then you run down the team morale. Have you ever heard of team morale? Like in real life, we get hyped the more positive we are. Can we have a couple of negative moments? Yes, that's actually what is required in a team game, for other people to tell other people, yo, step it up. Yo, we need you in this area. Yo, we need you to do your job. Like, that's normal. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't cross the boundaries like a lot of you do. Dude, you'll lose a whole team fight and literally tell the team, you're all garb, you're all trash, GG, go next. Then sit there and then go in your winning history and you wonder why everything's more gray than it is yellow. Which leads me to stage 3. Ego. Oh man, who knows? This might be the most important one for some of you. The last one was important to me, but this one might be important to some of you. Ego is a really, really, really big thing in this game, especially on the PC side of this community. And I'm going to stick up for controller players for a second when it comes to ego. You guys need to drop it. Controller players are within the top 500. I'm talking to all the keyboard and mouse players. Is the keyboard and mouse better to play? Yeah, it is. But is the controller obsolete compared to it? No. And I need you guys to stop being egotistical. I am a top 10 Mr. Fantastic man, have been for the past 3 seasons, God knows how long. I rarely check, but when I do, I'm always up there. I'm not really like I don't really sit and just stare and just keep track of it. I hear it from some people whenever I get my shit off private and people tell me and I go check and I'm happy. So why do I get the disrespect for playing on a remote if I die in a team battle and you look back at my camera? I don't understand the ego there. I don't like that. And this, like, now we're going to stop talking about the controller part. It's just overall, like, the ego in this game has to stop. Like, if you didn't lock in DPS and you see 2 DPS have been locked in and then 2 tanks have been locked in and you and someone else have not, locked in a character, you have to substitute. This game has been out for a year and some change. I had to eventually stop 2-tricking and start branching out to other heroes. I had to heal, I had to tank, and now I have to DPS. I need you guys to stop being egotistical and locking in DPS when you see we have a full set team. And then also, just because you have MVP does not mean that you're doing good. And that's what I mean about ego. You see that little yellow thing by your fucking icon and you just think you're hot shit. Buddy, this game is about value. All hero shooters are about value, bro. You can go positive and have just as many deaths. You can have Ace going 12 and 12. You're getting kills, but you're not bringing anything to the table because you're dying. So now we're forced to deal with your ego because you don't want to switch. So this has to stop. It's one of the biggest things in the community. I have to switch. You have to switch. We have to switch. Do you think I want to switch, buddy? Honestly, I'm playing DPS. I'm having fun. In some scenarios, I'm carrying you. In most scenarios, I'm doing my job. And guess what? You're lacking. So I have to switch. Buddy, do you think I want to switch? No, I don't want to switch. I know you don't want to switch. So come on, man. Bear with me. It's okay. This is the point of a team hero shooter. And now we move on to stage 4, toxicity. I'm not putting this one a part of ego. This one deserves its own stage, bro. Because honestly, it's gotten to a point, guys. Imagine being a casual Marvel Rivals player who actually can hang in the high ranks, who has a job still, but comes home and when they grind hard. And when they get online on their first game, they have to deal with the toxicity the minute they're doing bad. It's one thing if the guy doesn't want to switch and he's being toxic and he's telling you you're trash, but if someone's genuinely trying to switch, guys, after the game's over, if we lose, we gotta stop talking shit to these guys. We gotta stop pointing out their final hits. Don't you think they know they fucked up? And don't you think they know that they could have done better? And especially if they kept trying. Like, honestly, if somebody's going negative and you ask them to switch and they switch, you should shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, you should honestly, from that point, just let it go. Seriously. It really gets on my nerves how they actually cooperate with you. You do what you need to do. They do what they need to do. And they still make their rounds for you to fit a piece in the puzzle and make it work. And you still down them. Like, there's a lot of people guilty of it. I'm personally guilty of it myself. And I had to recognize it going through it and doing it. To realize that's just toxic. And another thing, bro, when someone picks a character that you don't like, give them a chance. They made it to this rank, bro. This stigma of not everybody deserves the rank they're in is a little dumb, guys. We all made it here to Celestial. We all made it here to GM. We're trying to push for Eternity right now. If you don't like my character, I get that, but I made it here. And I'm speaking for my Mr. Fantastic mains. When you see us come into the comp before the game starts, this is for the people that just don't like Mr. Fantastic before the game starts. Stop doing that. It's annoying. We are valid players just like you. My character just happens not to have as much damage. And to your favorite streamer, you know what I'm saying? I'm C tier. But I don't care. Give me a chance. I know how to switch. If you have common sense and faith and trust in your teammates, you would think that I would switch, which 9 times out of 10, I will. I will switch if I need to. So please, this toxic stigma of, oh my God, you're playing White Fox, or oh my God, you're playing Mr. Fantastic. Oh, you're playing Spider-Man. Like, bro, stop. That's toxic, guys. That's rude and it's honestly disrespectful. They made it to the rank the same as you, brother. So have faith, lock and load, and give them a shot. So now we're here, the final stage of the Marvel Rivals Grief Crisis. Stage 5, malding. Guys, don't ever mald. This is what truly makes you the problem and not Marvel Rivals. You have to learn to move on. In real life, when it comes to our relationships, we move on from things. Whether it be a girlfriend, whether you elevate out of a friend circle, whether you move on from a place. You know what I'm saying? You move to another house, another apartment, for example. Don't mald. Malding is very unhealthy for the mind. It's not good. I don't think it's a good thing, bro. I think it's the reason why a lot of you seem like Marvel Rivals is like miserable. I feel like it's why you look at it that way, when really it's one of the most fun experiences ever. You're malding. And plus, with the mix of all the other stages we went through, mix those into the mald, and bro, you got sludge juice. Like, it's just, ill. And it's disgusting. And yeah, malding is when, again, you can't move on. Say, hypothetically, you just lost a game in Marvel Rivals, and you're trash talking the other team and your teammates to the point where you're taking it to their Discord, or you're adding them as a friend to queue up and re-queue with them. That's malding. If you guys come across each other later in queue, that's a nice rival. You know what I'm saying? It's Marvel Rivals. You got a rival. You know what I'm saying? We got to go head to head. We got to settle the beef we had earlier. But if you're intentionally adding them to get queued up and you're Discording them, and even as a Twitch streamer, we're going to get the hate no matter what, even if I say this. But I'm just letting you know it's unhealthy. I'm not telling you guys to stop. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's a free country. But, it's malding and it's not healthy. Like, seriously, instead of just queuing up to your next game, imagine taking the time to type in a TTV's name who's been in your game, who went negative and had a bad game, and you go to his Twitch chat and you talk more trash. That's malding. That's not healthy for you. You know how Marvel Rivals is at this point. For the newcomers, you're going to experience all 5 stages. But yeah, again, malding is very unhealthy. Please stop. And that's what makes you the problem in Marvel Rivals, not the game. It's you. If you stop doing all these 5 stages and recognize it's just a game, you'll be A-okay. You're right where you need to be, and you can go higher if you just have a calm mindset and you play and focus. Stop thinking. Just focus. Lock in, man. And that was the video. I appreciate the support, everybody. Seriously, things have been going very well on Twitch and on Rivals and on YouTube. I appreciate the love, but I need more feedback. Let me know if my takes were bad to you, and let me know why. If you disagree with me, leave a paragraph. I don't care. I just want to read and see what you guys think. Also, follow Tuffahub on Twitch, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. And yeah, drop a sub on Twitch as well. I got no shame in my game. Later, guys.